Bootcamps are intense 3 to 5 month programs designed to help you get industry ready in a relatively quick time frame. They're great for people that want to switch careers into software engineering, UI UX design, or data science. But because they're so intense, a lot of students can get very overwhelmed. Hello. My name is Munez. I'm a coding bootcamp graduate, currently working as a software engineer at a Fortune 50 company in the Chicagoland area. On this channel, I help people break into software engineering. And if you're curious about the bootcamp I attended, be sure to check out this video here where I go over the curriculum and structure for Full Stack Academy. In this video, I want to go over a few things that I wish someone had told me when I started a coding bootcamp. So let's get right into it. The single most important thing I could tell someone when they're starting a coding bootcamp is get very comfortable working with other engineers and make some friends at the program. If your mentality is that you're gonna go into class, just do your work, log on and then log off, then you're doing yourself a big disservice. And there's a few reasons for this. Number one, there's so much information that's going to be thrown at you at these boot camps, it's pretty hard to remember everything. And there will come a time where you'll need to ask someone for some help. Not everyone's going to remember everything. You help them, they help you. That's how it usually goes. Number two, hiring managers want people that are easy to work with, and they want people that are good at communication. Teamwork makes the dream work. And it's a lot easier for someone to learn technical skills than it is to learn interpersonal skills and learning how to communicate. You could be the smartest person in the room, but if you can't communicate what you're working on a team, it gets really hard to work with you. Number three, when you're actually interviewing at places, having friends from the program already puts you into a network of engineers that you could tap into. They can refer you for jobs at their company if they are hired before you, or you can refer them if you're hired before them. And this helps because usually a lot of companies give out bonuses for people that introduce others into the company. And it's really hard to find good engineers that work well within a team. So if you already know people from the bootcamp and you work well with them, then it could be a plus and it's a win-win for both. So make sure you're comfortable working with other engineers and make some friends at the bootcamp. You'll thank me in the future. The second most important thing I can advise someone that's attending a coding bootcamp is to get pretty comfortable reading technical documentation. Technical documentation is pretty much instructions and information how you can implement different technologies into your projects. And there's two reasons for this. Number one, when it comes to learning, reading is actually faster than watching. Although there are a lot of great resources online and especially YouTube on how you can implement different technologies into your projects, it's actually a pretty lazy way of learning. Compare this to college. Half an hour of reading is equivalent to an hour to an hour and a half of lecture. And in my experience, the main difference between a junior engineer and a senior engineer isn't necessarily the years of experience, but the understanding of the technologies within those projects that they're working on. So the faster you can learn, the faster you can develop, and the faster you can develop, the faster you can progress in your career. Number two, when it comes to actually working as a software engineer at a company, you'll be working on some complex problems. And if you're too dependent on YouTube videos for your learning, you'll quickly realize that the same level of rigor and complexity that you need to be addressed just aren't in those YouTube videos. The best thing you could do at that point is to lean back to your documentation. And if you're someone that just doesn't enjoy reading but wants to be a software engineer, I recommend what Naval said on his podcast. Read what you love until you love to read. You know what they say, readers are leaders. Unfortunately, bootcamps don't really go over data structures or algorithms that much, but they're so essential for you to get a job, especially during the interview stage. My advice would be to study algorithms and data structures for 30 minutes to an hour every single day. The key thing here is consistency. The thing about algorithms and data structures is that this isn't something that you could cram for the night before for an interview. If you're not familiar with data structures or algorithms, I will leave some resources down below where you can get an understanding of data structures, algorithms, asymptotic analysis. Once you have a basic understanding, then go into the 14 pattern article that I'll link below as well. This will give you a mental model of how you can go about tackling different types of interview questions. One last thing I want to leave you guys with is this. Bootcamps are sprints, not marathons. In the next 3 to 5 months, you'll be bombarded with so much information, it'll feel very overwhelming, which is totally normal and totally okay. In the grand scheme of things, your bootcamp experience is a very, very small part of your life. So obsessing over a few missed assignments or losing sleep over a few concepts that you don't understand perfectly is not worth it, and in fact will set you back further. Not many people get this opportunity, so make sure you enjoy the process and the experience as much as possible. So go out there, study your algorithms, read those documentations, and make some friends. With that being said, if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and share this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.